It's been a while since you first encountered the abnormalities. Let me ask you this question again. What do you think they are? Oh, please, you can't still believe they're just bizarre aliens that just appeared. You need to isolate them. They're not the evil monsters you read about. They're not supernatural gods either. There's an old river that's been flowing at the very bottom of this world, the source of everything, but long forgotten. Nobody knew of its existence, but somewhere in the world, there's very small gaps or holes. It is through those which the river finds itself. Strange beings will crawl out of the gap somewhere in the Black Forest. Obviously, the amount is simply too insufficient for Lobotomy Corporation's needs. Our singularity is not that we produce energy from the anomalies, rather, it is the ability to create abnormalities themselves. I figured that. I already, after learning about the owls, realized they pretty much all originated from Lobotomy Corporation. Their forms were incomplete because they came from a forgotten place. We were scared of them because they were incomplete. It's because of that terror they've been sealed. However, abnormalities are part of the seed. That's what I mean by possibility. Can't be created, realize we fixed it. We couldn't control it. Aren't we allowed that much hope? Okay, okay. And since I'm doing extraction first, I think that my good friend that I just recruited, Melting Love, is going to be right here in extraction. Because you better believe that I was insane enough to finally recruit Melting Love. Also, I think I have enough lobotomy points to reasonably be able to max an employee out. Yeah, 88. Hi, Kingsley. Let's start with one of them, though. Yeah, so I don't have to start from scratch. Here you go. Maxed all that out. How much would it cost to make a brand new employee? 100% maxed from the start. 43. Let's go for it. Okay, okay. And for now, I'll just drop you in a lower department. Anyway, you, brand new one. I'll start with you before anyone else. Give you... Where did I put you again? Let's put you in the extraction team, since that will boost your gear up. Alright, so you need your brand new weapon, don't you? Here you go. Apparently this thing has some pretty solid DPS, so hopefully you appreciate it. And now that that part's done, I think there is some fairly nice armor to equip. There you go. And we can upgrade one person's weapon as well. Maybe Joy, are you using a good weapon? No. Here you go, Joy. Let's upgrade your weapon then. There you go. We have Melting Love added to our corporation. We will hopefully be able to add more ALF weapons. The only annoyance is that it is even more annoying than Silent Orchestra to farm. But we'll figure that out later. Alright. Now we have another day. This time with a fun slime monster. Now, you know what will be especially fun? Our methods of containing this monstrosity that I now have to deal with. Because there's only one way to contain this thing. And, you know, it's not the most appealing looking method, but it gets the results. And that's what's important right now. Jacob, get in here. I've cleared out all of the potential contamination sources. I might need to clear out the nearby department too. Yes, let's play it safe and clear out everyone on the nearby department. We cannot risk contamination. Execute all of them. There's someone alive. You. And now you. There we go. Now we've reduced the risk of contamination between these departments. Alright. Jacob? Let's see how you do on this thing. I have confidence in you, but I want to be sure. One of the many entities created by Lobotomy Corporation. A pile of slime. This is Jacob's first run with this thing, and I'm a little annoyed about the failures received. Okay, Jacob took a little bit of damage, but overall Jacob's fine. Jacob also might find that they now have a special gift. While Jacob has this special gift, they have a higher success chance on melting. As you can see, it is noticeable. Oh boy, yeah. Please acknowledge safety protocol. Yeah, look at that. A skull in slime. 32 potential boxes. It can deal 10 damage per hit. And I need to average above 24 on this thing. Oh shoot. Its max is 3, right? It's also immune to red. Yeah, shoot, Jacob's already out of commission. Like, the second this thing hits 1, we have to be on 100% full alert. Thankfully, Jacob should be able to mostly handle things down here. I just need to keep Jacob far away from all of their coworkers, even if it risks a entity escaping. With the exception of Silent Orchestra, that entity cannot be allowed to escape. But if I feel like Silent is at risk of escaping, I will change up my playstyle accordingly. Okay, well, let's get these all opened up. Jacob, I'm going to trust you on this, that you can get another success going. If you mess this up, I have to raise the safety levels to maximum. 2 mistakes. 4 mistakes. You are only permitted so many mistakes, Jacob. Good job, Jacob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. So if it infects enough of them, it just breaks free. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright. So we need to be careful on that. Jacob, please don't mess this up. I feel like this was a huge risk. Oh my gosh. Jacob, you messed it all up. Now you're basically out of commission for the day. You can only do maybe the first or second on Melting Love, and outside of that you can't do anything. It's unfortunate, but that's how it played out. Let's get that unlocked, and as you can see, that's the gear. I'm going to be mad if Jacob gets its armor. Alright, so I'm having to take it a little slower than I'd like with melting, but I really have no choice considering the situation with Jacob and how they, they are one noteworthy mistake away from dying. That reminds me, Jacob, I know you're... I don't think you can get your justice up, so I'll have to accept what I'm dealing with right now. Let's see. So you, newbie, go over here and deal with that one. I am starting to take a little slight bit of time to train instinct. So that instinct time will probably turn out well. You. 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 You're not really strong, but you can handle it anyway. And you too. Yeah, let's just let employees die. The minor ones, of course, I mean, not the major ones. There we go, that should ensure that we're all safe. That's a bit of annoying noon, but I'll have to manage. I hate to say, the weapon might be good, I'm not sure, but the armor doesn't impress me much. I guess it's 70% reduction on red and black. The pale is what I'm really disappointed on. But yeah, I guess it's similar to the star one. Except, yeah, I guess it's good. I guess I'm just... to embrace the meat armor. Because that armor does look like meat. And then as for the rest of you, I want you all training your instinct. Because I think it's been too long that all of you have been fragile. You two might actually have solid instinct. Alright, one of you has solid instinct. We're at 2 there. No, yeah. Alright, Jacob, train your instinct. And let's skip ahead to noon. Here we go. Let's commence the noon. Oh wow, that's pretty bad. But yeah. The sweepers. The most nerve-wracking noon for me. Of course, you are invincible to these. Queen is contained. I see no more, in fact. Meaning they're all in the upper levels, yep. Alright, you can solo a whole group of them. Then you 3 can't solo them, but you can beat them in a group. I'm confused. I only see 3 groups. That can't be right. 1, 2. There's the last group. Max, you're on it. I'll give you a black shield just in case. Taking a while to reach them. Hey, I sent you up there. Handle them. Yeah, as I thought, they only deal 1 damage at best. Meaning they are helpless against newbie. Same thing goes over here. Dealt with. Alright, Jacob, you know the drill. I'm thinking one last work performed before I end the day. I've been trying to get Big Bird's gift on Jacob. I've only gotten it once, and it was on a day that I scrapped. Let's see. Shoot. Okay, if I can suppress the queen before everything else gets out, fantastic. Otherwise, I just take the lob loss. I thought I said everyone on the queen. Did I not? How are we doing? 22 seconds? Okay. There's the queen. 11 seconds. Okay. Everyone gets black shields. Waiting till 1. Nope, it healed off the shields. Well, I just had to take the loss. Queen wasn't even on my radar, fortunately. Alright, so let's see here. 4 extra health on Orang, 1 on you. You gained like 10. You gained 1. Jacob probably is at max. You gained 3. You gained 3. You gained unknown amount, unknown amount, unknown amount. 4, 5, and max. It probably didn't gain much, unfortunately. Still, going all over the place and increasing everyone's health will benefit me long term, I'm sure. Because every little bit of health counts, because that can be an extra hit. Remember early on when entities had come close to killing my agents, having that one tick of health mattered a ton. It's the difference between losing and keeping a run, after all. Ooh, the heart. Find the portrait, I guess. This place, but there was once only silence, perhaps because there's only you and I here. It's gotten a lot livelier, thanks to Sephiroth. Unlike me, they were weak and lacked rationality. They made so many mistakes that greatly annoyed me. I did not approve of you placing the Sephiroth here. However, you told me that your atonement and the awakening of Sephiroth were key to the untying of this knot I lie in. I didn't know what you were talking about. You also told me I wouldn't understand. You didn't block me from interfering with that relationship, saying that it must be left solely as your role. You were right, right as always. Even if I stay here repeating this endlessly, I suppose I still won't be worthy of understanding it till the end. Quote one of your favorite lines, a machine must behave as a machine. So I had to play the role of the Preserver, the only role you bothered to give me, enduring all the pain that others forgot. I don't think I had to point that out again. Erstwhile, the world in which you stayed was once luminous. The sun, the moon, the clouds, the wind, spark of light. You can stay there. You're robbed of innumerable things. Broken heart, void, used to be. No one can understand your pain. Eternal loss dominated you. I was one of the thieves who robbed you. While I was at the top of the world, I watched you and looked down on your struggle. Not just you, I've seen many others that struggled. Attempts no less futile than an insect writhing. All you do is stomp, but among those are some that grit their teeth and climb. This is going to be another fun trip, so I drink tea. As you can see, an unexpected encounter with the red mist got the better of me. Are you the head, then? Hoo-hoo, and then you inflicted as much suffering upon me as I to you, did you not? You were familiar of how to break the mind without utilizing torture or violence. After everything was done, you gathered up every little bit of what was left of my humanity, and threw them in this pit until even my spirit soured and rotted. Maybe you told yourself that I deserved worse than that. Therefore, you're an upholder of justice who has defeated the evil, no? Then I must ask, why is that grand and righteous upholder standing here, making himself out as a prisoner like I? And what happened to that coward, the one who with his fear averted his gaze from my dying one? Why is he here suffering the same punishment as I? See, there cannot be a sight more satisfying than this for me. Is this all that idealism of hers came to be? You've dragged down your heroine with your own hands. You truly believe your duty, the funeral of innocent bodies, ironically, hope and misery, the raw material, the bucket, the path. Out, send it down, bucket rises, person filled with water, ancient font, birth of the world, now simply drawn, regardless the consent of the person, bucket. About the change. It may be difficult to understand just by listening. How about this? I could show you one of her miracles. It's taxing, but for you, I'll gladly do it. The people selected long ago are awaiting their turns. I bring them here according to the register. Let me introduce to you. This one's nameless. He has nothing left, for he has abandoned all that is a long time ago. For him, the past or present don't matter. Only the future. Did you dream as well? Yes, you'll finally dream for as long as you want one you'll never wake up from. The employees will inject him with cogito soon. I think I read that Forsaken Murderer had that. What river flows in you? What world lies in you? There are as many worlds as there are people. Discovering them is rather fun. Grr? No one must see this. That is why they adjust the level of cognito according to my orders, keeping their eyes and ears covered. Nobody should make direct eye contact with the drawn, but I can never dare look away from him or to close my eyes no matter how unbearable it may be. In the eyes of the drawn, there are the abysses that only I can endure, and there are the things that shouldn't exist in this world. This is the punishment you've obliged me to endure. A normal person would have gone mad 1,000 times over if they'd put up with this. Thanks to you, I cannot even be graced with insanity or lose my mind. All I can do is capture it in my eyes. Interesting. Grr, now we wait. Will it rise anew, or is it destined to be stuck in this pillar and spend eternity me down here? We need a little more time. Now, do you finally realize what all these contain? People. At times, when the level cognito is adjusted inadequately, some things that shouldn't exist come up as fragments. How funny that I say this, but they are like an adverse reaction that has its price for doing something unspeakable to a human. The bucket can rise with some impurities mixed in with what we usually draw, such as abyss without humanity, possibilities, past, dominion, float around aimlessly, ordeals. Okay. They react to the Q deterrents, so we can put them to sleep like the abnormalities. That's all we can do. As we learned, extracting abnormalities is my job, but creating them is Carmen's, whom you buried long ago. She is the mother of all abnormalities that have existed in this facility and all that will emerge in the future. Tell me, how do you feel now that you know that those abnormalities that you faced above were part of those pillars? It's an agonizing sight, but it doesn't matter. After all, erasing your memories and running away as if nothing happened is your age-old specialty. Huh? Complete the day with every abnormality currently within the facility. I'm a little uncertain as to what you mean. Every abnormality? Do you mean... I think when I read the missions, you had one mission that was like... have all the things in your facility at observation max? Maybe that's what you mean? If so, fantastic, I think. Okay, that's fine. All you need to do is get that to 13 and then everything's maxed, I think. Let's see. Oh, right. 90 seconds gets very unfortunate there. It's not as fast as the button, though. Alright, well, let's continue on. I think first, before anything else, I'll get the final observation level maxed. Yeah, get over there. Up here, up here. I have some killing to do. I'll do this all off camera. Alright, another day completed. Now Max probably has near max health, not max. Let's see. Health increases across everyone, basically. Decreasing the chance of deaths that could be avoided happening. So that's always a plus. Reducing the chances of avoidable deaths. Indirectly, probably making a avoidable death more likely, though. Your scenario is reaching an end soon. Just do as you've done before, although the energy you've collected will not be supplied outside. That doesn't mean your work is for nothing, or that this place no longer serves a purpose. My goal? So I've been at it for like thousands of years, right? Or was it hundreds? Are you finally asking me now after all this time? Of course, it's the same as yours. The inclusion of the script we have. If not, I wouldn't have a reason to go through with all this trouble just to help you. You told me to sacrifice all of your body without hesitation. Would you have made the same choice if you knew that we'd end up like this? I always ask myself that. This is a no man's land, a place of silence. Most employees that visit lose their mind and embrace oblivion. It's been a long while since I had a proper conversation with anyone. Maybe you were confused with the idea that I'm the only resident here. There's in fact a companion of mine that passed the eternity with me. Let me introduce her to you. You created the bucket by reconstructing, dividing, and proliferating Carmen's body. You managed to extract cogito, the so-called fluid of life and death. At first, small dose can only be extracted, but enigmatically that fluid started to gush out infinitely and has now formed a pool. Okay. Can you see her? She's watching us from underneath. Everything becomes too burdening. I just stare at the bottom. I feel as if she and I are the only two in the world. Talking, it feels like. Tendrils. Someone injected herself with cogito following her own principles, and someone else went mad for witnessing what happened. Another gave up his body and fell into a state of limbo, other unable to live or die. And the one that couldn't persevere herself through all this ended up confessing everything to the head. This is a collaboration of despair that you and her created. You still aren't qualified to look towards the bottom of the spring. To do so, you must look directly towards the path you travel. Do you seek redemption, or do you seek to redeem me? Whatever it is, maybe you think that saving this facility from sin fix everything. Just think for a moment. Will this do that? You should be aware that people are being hopelessly killed in other branches as we speak. All the wings have their own pain. Nests, backstreets, ruins, outskirts. A pain much greater than you're aware of exists. I've observed everything. I didn't obsess myself. You captured me alive and tormented me. Yet there's still despair. Someone will replace me as one of the arbiters at the head, swinging their claws at you. Even if you were to break the cycle somehow, it would be a perfectly, completely useless affair. Broken wings will outstress anew. Cannot die. You may think you brought me down. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still at the peak, looking down upon you lot, while you writhe like insects. I eagerly wait. I want to see you kneel before my destiny, resigning yourself to fate. Go on. Despair. Try to resist until the very end. As your resistance melts away, we shall be the subterranean water that flows. She was mortally wounded by Callie, but she was our only way out. It was a miracle we captured her alive. We were too far down the road, filled with remorse and regret to feel any sort of guilt. Probe her head. How to avoid the head's pursuit, the means to join the ranks of the wings, and the way for us few to survive. It was impossible to figure this out on our own. She was hardly breathing, but her whatever that is was still active. That's all we needed. We probe through her head like we did to Carmen. We searched for the way out. After that, we arduously gather every single bit of those deformed pieces. Sentinel who guards the gates must always be in despair. Such despair they can't even fall into the depths. Fully expanded. Here we go. I think it's about time for a nice core suppression. And then I might travel back in time. I might. And you know what? I might go for core suppression right in this run. Of course, there is a catch, if it isn't obvious. But before I do anything, I think I have some new ego to give out to people. Oh, look at that. I do. Okay, first things first, in order of seniority or importance, whatever. Who's using subpar armor and weaponry? There's no one using these, right? Okay, it's all wall and above. Okay, Ram, you definitely take priority for a weapon upgrade. So Ram, get in here. There you go. And between the two, I guess I'll take high. Just make sure I don't have anyone missing here, right? Shoot, you can't equip it? Your temperance is too low. I can fix that easily. Alright, you're supposed to have it anyway. 6, 12, 14. 6, 7, 9, 12, 15. Leaving just one to use the Hornet. Then since I have less armor, 3 will instead be unable to use anything else. Let's go Joy and Ram then. Joy. And Ramirez. There we go. That's an upgrade from their previous armor, I'm pretty sure. Well, the previous armor was 0.6 and everything. So, and also that's 1.0. So yeah, that's basically overall improvement. Everything but white. Of course, now I can move a orangutan over here. There, wait a second. Unless this is counting Gregory. No, wait, this looks right, I think. Yeah, okay, it is right. Now, I'm thinking the best way to handle this anomaly, oh boy, I have that thing, is to probably arrange for the murder of the anomaly. This is one of the suppressions where you have to kill the boss. So, how about we do just that? All the agents I want to keep are level 5, so that will make it easier to put them apart, or figure out how to separate them apart. Gregory, let's keep you until the end. I'll be kind that way, as I prepare to send some colleagues of yours to their demise. How do you feel about that, Gregory? I hope it doesn't bother you too much. Though, you aren't the same person that we hired, considering I basically lobotomized you just to fill out some paperwork. So there should be no level 5s other than Jacob. Fantastic. I think I'm ready. Here we go. What? Why are 3 of them dead? Hold up, why? Okay, first priority. Get Jacob in here. But I literally cannot fathom why some of them are dead. Why did 3 die as we started? Like they're just on the ground, what? You're being reckless again, receiving the head and planning such bold. If only I knew what power the place held. There you are, Jacob. Keep moving. The entities are escaping. We must not allow them to be unleashed before you're safe. Fantastic, you're now safe. Yeah, you see that entity there? That entity, the Arbiter. Oh, look who just popped out. It's the Bird of Apocalypse. So this part's boring, because I'm just going to be sitting and watching it all happen. Boom. I can't even put it on double speed because of certain anomalies. So now we get to watch it all unfold, and hopefully it goes well. Of course, Jacob will enjoy all this from the safety of a nice chair. Oh, there goes Judgment Bird. So again, this is super boring, so I'm just going to pause it and wait until this ends. Alright, you know that whole plan where I was planning on taking on the boss and beating them through the same method I used to beat Red Mist? Which ironically fits Red Mist's lore quite well. Didn't work. Apparently the Arbiter has what I think is along the lines of damage immunity. So that's a pretty big roadblock. Oh nice, you save all of these things. Okay. Maybe I can delete them through crashing the game. Looks like I'm stuck with the new recruits. Well, either way, I have no intent of using any of them right now. So now that I know that plan didn't work out, let's start putting everyone at their stations. Let's see, Isabel, you're here with Hannah. Summer, you're here with Kay Hannah. Where? There you are. And then my 2 newer level 5s are up here. Newbie, you're welfare. Then over here, I think I put Kingsley. Yep, your gear is being boosted by a significant amount. Nice job, Kingsley. Then over here, Joy, you were part of Discipline. And then 1. Where were you? Team 1. Wait, what? Team 1. So then Hunter, you must be Team 2? Oh, you were also Team 1. Oh, no, it was Hunter Ramirez. I remember this now. So then you two must be the last one. Oh, whoa, 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 your extraction, okay. There, now everyone's where they were supposed to be. Except I still intend on doing that suppression, so I better get to it. We'll go ahead and put you, Jacob. Now, the question is, can I suppress in this attempt? I'm only giving it one attempt before I call it a video. Yeah, admittedly, I'm not confident this will work out, but I'll still try. Hello? I remember last time people died right off the bat. Still have no idea how that happened, because I see no damage scattered around. Perfect. You can equip that and immediately unequip. Max, you're going to be there for a little bit. So let's see. Gold is the one that stuns them. Let me make sure. Yeah. Go suppress that thing. Okay, you need some attachment then. Hunter. Shoot, my units are being spread out so thin. Isabel? Hannah? Attach? Did I cover everything? Who's not covering anything? Orang? And everyone else is doing something. Okay. Orang, where are you? Down here? There you are, Orang. Kill it. Shoot. End usage. That's Hannah, okay. Hannah, you have to do some work before you can get rid of that. Return. There's the entity. Boom. Alright. Yeah, just suppress it. Come on. Oh boy. It one-shotted Jacob and a few others. Which attack does it have that does a one-shot? It was probably the fairy attack. Unfortunately, that sort of ruins everything, and I had to give up now. Well, I'm not sure how I'm intending on getting through this thing. Depending on how I feel, this could even be a game ender, honestly. I'm not sure how much energy I have to like put up with trying to suppress whatever this nonsense is. This is just the first phase. Like realistically, I'm probably just expected to do like a bunch of, well, managing. Right now though, I definitely not in the mood for it, but I might have the mood for it after taking a break from the game for a little while. We'll see, we'll see. Until then, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.